making it. Hello, Psychology 315. It's Kevin, and I'm going to show you how to get your paper over to the right form. Again, on the left side, I've got the APA paper example that I've got online for you, and here's one of my old papers. And then I'm kind of noticing that, gosh, this right here isn't in caps. This isn't in caps up here. I don't have running head. This may have been one of my drafts or whatever. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this paper, right? And then I'm going to get it over here because I know this paper right here has the page numbers I need. It's got everything in caps. It's going to be in good shape. Okay. So first thing I need to do is get my title over here. Now again, I didn't, I didn't have all those. That's not all caps, so I can do this in caps. So I'll go put in caps, couples, therapy, there. And something to be careful of is when you're in all caps, a lot of times spell check won't get it. So be very, very careful of your spelling. Why have we not heard of it? Now, you probably want to use a slightly, actually probably what we'll do is bring this here. I would use it's better to use a shorter title. So now that I've got this, I can copy it, right? So I've got that copied. And then now I double click up here. And then I'm going to take this there, and then I'm going to paste this. And that's not good. Let's do that again. So I hit Control Z. And then what I want to do is let me go ahead and get down here, and then I'm going to take this over to the left and this, and then actually bring this back here too, and that's on the left side now. So now I've copied it. I'm double clicking up here, and then that, and then I hit okay. So now I think I'm in decent shape. I can take this and put it there. Now what I'm doing right now, you see I highlighted it, and I'm going Control 1, and then that gets it to where it's single space. Now right here I've got a problem. I don't have I lost my page number. So it'll be different. This is a Mac one, so I'm just going to Insert and Pages, Insert. This isn't good. So it's kind of like you just have to kind of find it. So I guess too, when you're doing the pages, be very careful that you don't delete it. I guess it came back. Now again, so you see it says running head. Now this one, see, I messed up over here because I don't have running head on it, and it's all the same. I think, well, actually what I did for this paper over here, I remember, see what I would do, I would just do two, I would just make a cover page, and that would be one, and then I'd print this out also, and I would get rid of this page, use the page that I printed out anyway, but you don't have to do that because it's done for you. So then we go to this here. I'm going to delete it. I'll do it, hit paste. And then let's see, I can maybe get that over there like that. I'm going to move the 2. Then I've highlighted that. I'm moving the 2 over here. And then I'm highlighting this, and then I'm going to hit Control 1, to where if you have a longer title. So again, so then what I'll do is I'll get rid of this paper here. Just go all the way down. Bye, paper. Hit delete. And then I've got my new one here. Okay, and then I hit copy. And then I'm going to go start, again, I want to start, number. I want to go as high as I can. There we go. On the second page. Now this one I had some, I had a couple pictures on this paper, and then actually I'm sorry, this is still like a draft or something because I was still working on it. But you can see my these are my references. Now again, there's some problems here, and then because I've got this long one here, I'd need to separate that. And then you can kind of see how it's double spaced. I've got lines there, and there's actually a little bit too much space there. There's probably like a, anyway, I think that's fine. It should, like, everything should be double spaced on the thing that you got there. So then you can kind of see how the paper just goes in there. And then that's a story about John. I kind of had a little story before it and after, but again, this was a longer paper. 5, well, it wasn't that long. 6, that's 6-7 pages. So then again, I'd actually, this is one where I used headers, so you can see I've got, this is again the primary header, right? Now again, I'd probably want to get this down to the other line. And then these are the secondary headers. See how this is over here? You won't need to worry about that because your paper is not going to be, doesn't really need to be, long enough. But just kind of gives you an idea. Topic is right here, John. This was, I think, a paper for Dr. Wattles, and he was very adamant about. Now he let me use I. Like I've seen a lot of people are using I, and we were able to use I on this paper, but you're not going to. This was a different type paper. This was more it was an argument paper, is what he wanted. So I could use I, but so this isn't probably the best example, but it just shows how you can use this for your paper. Now again, we got a problem here. And also too, so to get on this, I just double click. I double click to get out of it. I double click there to get on it, right? And then I take this, I got to highlight that. Now I can move it. And when I move it, it's going to move. Well, maybe I need to do it here. Or maybe I need to go there and tab it over. As far as APA, it's like it's always something different. So now we got 1, 2, there's my 1, right? There's my 2. Then there's the 3, so on and so forth. Trying to think of some other things I've been seeing in some of the outlines that I'm kind of afraid of that might happen. Okay, so I hope that helps. And again, any questions, just shoot me an email. And again, it's no problem if we want to talk on the phone to try to figure this out instead of sending emails back and forth. That takes a whole lot of time. And then too, I'm sorry, but if you're having questions about formatting and stuff like that, I'm going to ask you, have you seen this video yet? And then if you have, so now what I'm doing Control Z. So I want you to watch, you'll have watched the video before we talk. Because some of this stuff, I really think that the stuff that I'm going over is stuff that it seems like the questions I've had could have been handled if you had watched the video, looked at this, and then also okay. So this is my other. So this is the references. So again, the references on this one over here, they kind of got messed up. Meaning that somehow there is see this space right here? A lot of time, I don't know how it is on your computer, but if I go here to line spacing options, a lot of times, I think it's fixed now, but it'll have this, like the after, you can put like don't add space right there. So that's how that's set up. So there's like a little, sometimes it'll put like a little bit more space there. So, but this one is set over here. I made sure that all the little things that are, for instance, like are wrong over here are correct over there. And again, since we've talked about this, this is the kind of stuff I'm going to be looking for. Again, and the reason is because the paper is so short. So hope this helps, and have a great day.